welcome to Off the Wall with your host Jake and my boy here,
Mike. What's going on, guys?
Right, we're in good spirits today. Good spirits all around.
Mostly, yeah.
Pretty decent week today.
Decent week, yeah. We had a little bit of fun. Really worked on the channel last week. We got a few new subscribers.
Right, a few new
two
subs,
of those of us.
right?
Two of us.
Right. A few new subs though. That's we're throwing out a lot of thanks to you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Really boosting our spirits there.
A few likes,
subs, a few likes, a lot of views.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah,
because it's like you put yourself in front of the camera, and I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes it's like it's hard to be in front of a camera. You're just talking to this, and just see you'll see my head dart over over there. But speaking of new things,
right?
We have a new set.
Yeah, took a room in my house and kind of turned it into a studio. Still working on it.
We keep being kicked out, so keep breaking stuff.
Right, this should be a different wall next time. So
yeah, we're still working on it.
Still working on it, but we're definitely happy. New space, new us.
Yeah, the video. For the people that watched it, the people that liked it, the people that subscribed, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Like a lot of people, I threw a teaser out for it for some of the edits I did, and a lot of people. I showed people the edits, and they laughed. I showed my dad. He finally watched the podcast, guys. Episode 3. He's finally watching the podcast.
Yes.
No, but I had him genuinely belly laughing, and I was like so liberating. It's so inspiring. And he's like, Mike, I think you missed your calling. And I was like, yeah, I think I did. I know it's like nothing crazy, but it's like, the little stuff, I worked really hard on.
Right.
And, for the people that, said anything about it to me, that I greatly appreciate you. To people that, have been asking about the podcast, wanting to be a guest, we're going to get you on eventually.
Right.
We just have to work out our schedules with yours and make sure, we have topics to talk about with you that, fit your preferred style, when I keep everything respectful for you guys. But Jake, what's new in the world of Jake this week?
About as much as the same as usual. Killing it, kicking, living, dreaming,
getting fat, growing beard, living life.
Right? Still kind of just working around things, trying to figure out everything in my life. Mike, I heard you saw.
I did. I went to a movie last weekend where we talked about we wanted to talk about seeing it together.
Right.
So we had
time out. Got to crack open a little PBR coffee here.
Call of Duty hit marker, Mike.
Here we go.
But I did see a movie Sunday, It Chapter 2, and I went in completely blind because I didn't see the first chapter. Yes, I'm that guy.
Oh yeah,
I was that guy in the movie theater. I did maybe sneak an entire bottle of wine into the movie theater. But pro tip for you guys out there: an entire bottle of wine you can pick up at Sheetz, fits into one of those Gatorade bottles. Doing the hard work so you guys don't have to.
Right, pro tip.
And I snuck it in my butt cheeks basically because I had no I was wearing these shorts and I have no pockets.
Oh my god, dude! You can just walk it in. I worked at a movie theater. They're not going to say anything.
Well, I was trying to be sneaky. I felt like I've never done anything super rebellious. So I was like, oh man, I'm super cool right now. Right. I'm gonna be 25. Right. It'd be cooler if I was 19, right. But I'm 25. I'm getting old. But I seen the movie and I know of it because I know of it, the movie, Chapter 1. Because it's my dad talked about it for a while, and it was really the first one seemed really good, and it was supposed to be really scary compared to the '90s version. Mm-hmm. And I to catch up on it so I could talk about it today, I watched some of the clips from the '90s. Absolutely terrible. 90s, and I was talking to my dad about it. He's like it. Yeah, it was scary for the '90s.
I mean back then,
yeah, it was horrifying. But I was like it's so campy and
But
so
now,
bad.
it's like, bro,
I laugh at it kind of thing.
Whatever.
But
I saw the trailer for it too.
It's scary.
It creeped me out, man.
The entire movie, I think if where it really shined was Bill Skarsgård being it, the guy that played Pennywise the clown. He is insane. I love that man. He's terrifying.
Oh, yeah,
he's a great actor. I'd like to see him in more stuff. But another character that shines in the movie is Bill Hader.
Mm-hmm.
He's
pretty good.
That's his first horror movie.
Yeah.
And I was watching some behind the scenes stuff, so I could talk about it today. And he's like, "Yeah, it's my first horror movie, and we had to do a bunch of retakes because I sit there because I don't know how to look scared." He's like, I get scared and I smile like, "Oh, dude, that's scary." Pennywise like smoking a cigarette. He's like, "Oh, dude, Pennywise is here. We gotta get out of here." So, it was really freaky. But my only gripe with it was the last 30 minutes. Spoilers, I guess. Mike, spoilers. What flash cut across the screen? But the last 30 minutes was so bad. It was like it took me out of the movie. I'm in the movie theater, a little bit tipsy. So like going, what the fuck? Like this wasn't good.
Right.
Basically, it boils down to them calling Pennywise just a stupid clown, and I get that fucking every day. So I finished it. I walked out of the theater, and I got a moment to sit in my car, and I was just like, I give it.
Last 30 minutes ruined it.
Yeah, last 30, and dude, it was 3 hours long.
Oh,
I seen it at 9:00 in the evening because I had nothing better to do. Didn't get home till 12:30, dude. It was insane. I mean, like I said, everything up until the last 30 minutes was fantastic. Mm-hmm. Like scary, kept me on the edge of my seat, cover my eyes because I'm a scaredy cat. But no, it was scary, and it's putting me in the good feeling for Halloween coming up. Oh man, I'm looking forward to a Halloween podcast so much. I think Halloween's on a Monday this year, right? Or is it a Wednesday? Mike, fact check it. But no, we're gonna do a Halloween podcast. That's gonna be fun as shit.
Definitely.
We're gonna dress up.
You can count on that.
You could comment and let us know what you want us to be for Halloween. Keep it respectful and appropriate.
Right. No, we don't want to dress up as any like pro athletes. Yeah. No Antonio Browns.
Oh, dude, right. That's a good one. Small wipe of segue. Keep it quiet. But
yeah,
you could dress up as you can logistically dress up as Antonio Brown, a clown.
Dude, I can McDonald's uniform because that's where he's gonna end up.
Oh, basically.
I mean, to be cut again. I mean, come on.
Well, I
guess he wasn't cut the first time. He was released.
He was released, but like this time it's rightfully so.
I mean, I looked it up. He literally. In March, he was guaranteed $30 million. Okay, got released, and from the Patriots, it was $9 million. I'm pretty sure the Patriots are pulling theirs. Mm-hmm. He's gonna make $158,333 or something like that. It's like
because he's a scumbag. Incredible. I mean, I
don't get me wrong. That's still a crap ton of money. Like I would love to make that kind of money, but like.
When he got cut for
compared to what he would make,
what he got cut for is completely deplorable. I mean, regardless of the accusations being just accusations, or even if they aren't true, still to be accused of that kind of stuff, man, it's like
right.
It just goes to show.
It's like he didn't help his case because he's sitting there and he texted
he doxed that woman's kids.
Yeah, and then he
in a group text with his boys, harassing that poor woman. But,
right. I think that's definitely what got him cut and what really screwed over his case. I think if he doesn't do that, I think he's still with the Patriots. I think he's still playing Week 3.
Yeah.
And I think he's still, scoring at least one touchdown, probably 60, 70 yards. So.
But, being thrown touchdowns, like something he's familiar with is like QBs. He's
had a lot of good QBs with him. I mean, you got Ben Roethlisberger, who basically made his career for him.
He was like a 6th-round draft pick.
Yeah, he wasn't Ben Roethlisberger. As much as I don't like Ben Roethlisberger, it's
a story for a different time.
It's terrible.
We're gonna start a new show for that.
As much as I don't like him, he definitely helped make Antonio Brown's career. And then when he went to the Patriots, everybody just knew, okay, Antonio Brown was this good, he's going to become this good because Tom Brady's this much better than Ben Roethlisberger. It's like...
Yeah.
And then, But yeah, I mean, like you said, speaking of Ben
Roethlisberger, out for the entire season.
Oh, that's rough.
I think it was like tendonitis, what he said.
Yeah, tendonitis. He's having the elbow surgery done. I don't see him coming back.
I don't think he should come back. Not for the fact that like
I think he'd come back as like a conditioning coach, like a QB coach or something like that.
That's probably the
eventually maybe making his way.
Ben Roethlisberger is a conditioning coach. LOL.
Yeah,
he was the most out of shape person I've ever seen. He's built so ill built. But his replacement Mason
Rudolph. Looking forward to him. I know people looking at his stats, not really paying attention to the game, didn't really watch the game, and he's like, oh, he threw an interception on his second pass.
That's not his fault.
Oh, God. Moncrief needs to learn how to hang on to the ball.
There was a post you see on Instagram. It said they were like a bunch of the guys, Steelers football players were at like the hospital like around babies, and they said, don't let Moncrief hold that baby. Because that's all he did was drop the ball someday.
Oh, my God. Terrible.
But, Mason Rudolph, right? He was kind of like not informed in controversy, but people are like, he's a big Tommy Lauren fan. If you don't know her, she's like more leans towards conservative style news, and there's like a picture that surfaced of him wearing a MAGA hat. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get I don't want that kind of stuff and on my ad. I don't want if we get an ad, because even though we're small, we still get ads. We're small, we just can't claim that revenue yet. Yeah, but hopefully soon. No, I don't think it's minimum.
But I mean, I think Mason Rudolph's gonna.
I think he's gonna be okay, despite all that.
Another backup that's really gonna shine is Saints QB. Drew Brees went out, broken fingers.
Teddy Bridgewater, right?
No, well, I think he's splitting time with
the Tyson kid.
Yeah, Tyson Hill.
We know what it is.
Tyson Hill is just my God.
He played a lot last season.
From what I watched from Tyson Hill is he plays QB, he plays running back, he plays wide receiver, he plays on special teams. The dude does it all.
Just wants to play.
He doesn't give up. He doesn't, take a dive to get out of the way. He doesn't run out of bounds. He will take the hit to make the play, and that's what I love athletes that do that. And
just all about the team.
I'm rooting for the guy. I'm hoping he doesn't get injured taking those hits, but I am rooting for that guy to really, because I think he could be one of the better people in the NFL.
But who else got hurt this week? There's a bunch of people.
Well, Andrew Luck's retired, so the Colts are kind of.
I heard
trying to find something.
Cam Newton was considering retirement.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard he was considering retirement. I mean, he's a little, I don't want to say over the hill, but I feel like he's getting there. He's like
I think that injury took weird.
Him. His offense is weird. I think the injury took him out of the game a little bit, and he just never recovered fully from that. Mentally, physically, I think he's fine, but mentally, I think he's still a little rough on that. Eli Manning getting benched.
It's long overdue. I mean, it really is. I
don't know, man. I think.
Oh, you're kidding, dude.
Eli Manning is still a decent quarterback. He just doesn't have. You got rid of OBJ.
It doesn't mean anything. He has Saquon Barkley, the number one running back of all time.
Yeah, you got a running back who runs the ball,
and he has a solid offensive line.
I don't know, man.
They're at their spot right now where they felt comfortable pulling the trigger on his back.
I mean, I'm fine with them doing it, because honestly, I think the Giants are in a rebuilding stage, so.
Yeah, I think it was kind of too.
I wouldn't be surprised if they traded Eli.
I think
give it after this week. I think they'll try to maybe make a quick trade to the Colts or Saints or.
Yeah. I don't see the Colts picking him up. Actually, I do see the Colts picking him up. Right. Kind of the brother thing. I also seen speaking of trading or whatever, there still might be two potential teams interested in Antonio Brown. But I don't foresee them taking the storm, which is
They were saying I heard
Chiefs.
I did see something about the Chiefs and the Ravens, but
I don't
interested in it. I don't see it happening.
I don't think Lamar Jackson really needs another receiver.
I don't think Patrick Mahomes needs another wide receiver. I mean, he's got. Tyreek Hill is a little.
Could you imagine if Antonio Brown left the season before all this garbage happened, him and Patrick Mahomes? Oh my God. Oh. It'd be over.
Oh.
Miserable.
Oh, my fantasy. My fantasy team would be so good.
But what's other sports news? What and other news of Pittsburgh sports, right?
I don't know if you guys keep track of the Pirates anymore in this
season.
Who
wants to? I mean, like an idiot with a tattoo on his arm, maybe.
I don't know if you guys watched that Cubs series last week, but 47 runs against in 3 games. I mean,
They were playing golf score.
What are we doing? I mean, like, I honestly am speechless. 47 runs is like incredible. You know, it's incredible to give up.
I mean, you know, shit happens.
I guess, man.
As I wear my Pirates hat.
I don't get it.
Dude, like, I feel so, like, terrible. I don't know how, like, I don't even know how to fix the Pirates at this point, man. I really don't. Because
they need rebuilt from
ground up.
The management, the ownership. Every part of that organization needs rebuilt.
It's really bad.
Right? You got a coach that doesn't know when to change pitchers. You got pitchers that don't know how to pitch. You got 3 good batters on that team, maybe.
I just, like, remember that one season they had? It was, like, amazing.
Their defense is just incredibly bad.
Yeah, there's nothing good about them right now.
They just make dumb plays.
It's like, you know, when you play, like, an MLB game on, like, Xbox or PS4, well, technically on PS4 now, PlayStation, and it's like, you want to play as your favorite team, and it's like...
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to play as the Pirates. Because do I want to give up 47 runs in a season off 3
That's why you got to play on easy mode, man. It's like, when I had MLB 2K13, it was like the last one on Xbox. Give me a sip, little sip ski.
Dude, it's so good.
It does smell really good.
Speaking of bad things, though,
that's really good. That's really good.
Something that
whoa, mama!
It came to me, okay. Rebecca Black's Friday.
When that come out, Jake,
God.
you're like 14 years too late.
Bro, I just heard it again the other day. I don't even know. It was, I think, on Facebook or something. Somebody posted it, and I commented and said my jam because as a meme, but it was just God, that song. I listened to like
the entire. Do you listen to the entire?
No, I listened to the first verse and the chorus, and then had to just shut it off. I was ready to just
It's
die.
horrible.
It was so.
You're bringing up some
like,
dead ass memes.
It was like, wow, like what were we doing?
She got bullied for it, and I feel really bad because, like, you know, here we are bullying this poor girl. She's like 13.
I'm not bullying. I'm not saying it's her fault. I'm saying it's whoever wrote that song, whoever said, "Hey, let's do this song." It's just dumb. Like. That song was so poorly written. That song was so poorly produced. I don't know, man.
I think her dad was like a music producer. Oh my God. That's why she got the opportunity.
And like, her dad needs to be taught a lesson on what's good and what's bad and where to draw the line in parenting.
Well, you know, you got support.
Sorry, honey.
Oh yeah,
you're not gonna be good at this. We're gonna just pass.
Thanks, Dad. I really appreciate you.
Just being honest here.
Yeah, no, I was making a parallel. Thanks, appreciate you. No, I think they came out with a sequel to that song, like
Saturday.
No, like I'm being genuine.
Really?
I swear, I'm about 8. Check me on this, Mike. If there's a sequel to it, post a screenshot of it. I believe there's and it's just like if it's not bad, it's just as worse because like no one needed it, we didn't want it, we never asked for it, kind of thing. Like.
It was just more to make fun of her for it. I felt bad, dude.
Oh my God! It's like she has like a very like nasally and annoying voice. Mike, we're gonna talk in our dad voice, because I have a nasally voice because I say, dude, like let's party, bro.
Dude, let's party, bro.
It's just like it's completely. I don't know how to explain it because it's just like it's genuinely out of this world how bad that song is.
Right, so bad.
But Jake, speaking of out of this world. Type content.
Out of the world badness.
Out of the world badness.
We're gonna get some out of the world goodness.
Yeah, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Area 51.
Area 51. The raid happened. What was it? The 20th?
21st.
21st. Yes. Okay. No, today's the 21st.
Yeah. Is today the 21st?
Yeah. Today's the 21st.
20th. Yeah, yesterday.
So the raid happened. From we try to I tried to fact check before we started today, and apparently, anywhere from 100 to about 2,000 people showed up. I'm rounding up. Because I wanted to sound cooler. But I think a few people were arrested. I think maybe 1% of those people were.
Right. I saw a bunch of photos taken and everything, and I mean,
it looked really fun.
From what I saw, in a couple of the photos, like the guards that were there were smiling and like
they understood the joke.
They understood. They were having a good time with it. They weren't partying or anything like that, but they were
partying. There's people drinking beer.
No, I meant the guards. The guards weren't partying or anything, but like they were chill about it. They weren't like But
I watched there's a live stream on YouTube for it. I watched it.
I did.
90,000 people were watching on a live stream. I was one of them. Right. But there's a few people running.
88,000 of them were like, "Man, I should have went."
Yeah, it's like you had 2 million people saying
I was going, man. I reported going on the event.
Not even a fraction of them showed up.
Right. From what I heard, it just turned into a giant party. And,
I think that's what after they the guy that initially did the Facebook group, he informed everyone it was a joke because the FBI did come to his house, and then he did change it to Storm Area to 51 to like a Alien Fest, kind of like a Woodstock kind of type event. But he stopped. He's like, I don't want to go through with it. I think he got a few things, and his friend that was going to do it with him and set up the thing. I think it got too big for him to handle, kind of thing. And she just went through with it regardless, just because like she wanted to do something crazy, and it just turned into like a little party for everybody. I think the town of Rachel, Nevada, is where it was at. It only has 50-something people, 60 people in that town. It's
small as hell.
They have one hotel
about that. Yeah, one hotel, one gas station, one
little
store.
Alien Inn.
Yeah, and it was just like, it's incredible how small of a town it is, but held that many people. And because they said they've been getting reservations for it like nonstop. Their phone's been nonstop ringing every day.
I've seen it.
Since that first.
I haven't seen it in person, but I've seen videos of the spot prior to this event, and they have only 6 trailers for the they're not even hotel rooms and indoor plumbing kind of stuff. It's legitimately trailers in the middle of the desert kind of thing. And
it's the closest city within
15 miles, I think.
I think it's farther than that.
Farther?
Yeah.
Well, I know.
I think it's 50 miles, maybe.
50, because I know there's a stretch of road that's 15 miles before it turns into a dirt road. Maybe that's why I'm getting confused. Maybe I don't know. I think there's a lot of good to come out of it. I mean, as funny as it, as dumb as the event was, it was funny. Got people together and we were talking about it.
It turned out to be something good.
It's
be really good.
Speaking of aliens, the band Blink-182 has a song called "Aliens Exist," and in their music video for it, they used clips from found footage of unidentified flying objects, and it's kind of rumored to be real, but the Navy outright came out and said cease and desist using their footage, so claim it kind of semi-confirms. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but semi-confirms that hey, you shouldn't be showing people this is real.
Right.
So aliens are out there.
They definitely
that's confirmed. Anything Blink-182 does, I believe in.
Right.
in my heart.
I mean, I've gotten into I've had some questions from people about the Area 51 on this. They've been asking, oh, well, do you think aliens exist? They live among us and everything.
I don't think they live among us.
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, maybe they have the cloning ability and stuff, and maybe they're able to abduct people and actually clone us and replicate us then, and not make us look exactly like we do, but take features from us and replicate.
I know you're real right now.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Jake hasn't screamed once today, so
the whole world might be catfished.
Oh my god! Don't even say that.
And I think that might lead us into our next segment here.
What is our next segment, Jake? Our returning segment.
Tinder Time with Jake.
Whoa! Huh?
Oh, hi there. Welcome to Jake's Tinder Time. I'm your host, Jake. So today on the show, I think we're going to talk about catfishing. Pros and cons, a little bit of that. A little bit of the pros real quick. Not many. If you're the catfisher, you kind of get to go out with somebody that you wanted to go out. You tricked them. Congratulations. You're kind of an a-hole. Cons, probably not going to go well. Been there, done that. Doesn't work out. I catfished one person. I felt bad. Bought them dinner. turned out to be a pretty decent date, but I mean, after that, there was no trust, so can't do that. I've been catfished twice in my life. Both times actually ended pretty well. I got a bunch of free liquor on the first one, and the second time we knocked boots. So yeah, catfishing is something to be careful of. Just a PSA for everybody out there. Be careful. Try to do a little background check on the people that you're going out on dates with, because you don't want to end up catfished. That's not a hook you want to be on. But anyway, I'll give you one pickup line to end this little segment on. Are those space pants you're wearing? Because your ass is out of this world, girl. Oof. Got him. And that's Jake Tinder time. See you.
Dude, that's crazy. Catfishing's a serious thing.
100%.
I've been catfished. I'm not proud to say it. Like, it's embarrassing, dude. Like, when I was up at school, it was like when Tinder was just first came out. I think it was like started off as like Hot or Not. You remember that one?
Yeah.
Like it's like people decided how hot you were. It's like how many likes. And I think you could message people at one point, and then they stopped it. And I think that became Tinder. I don't know if it's the same developers, but I think it's similar.
Yeah.
But my average rating was a 7. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. But no, I got catfished pretty hard when Tinder first came out, because I was like, who would lie on the internet, dude? Like. But it was like I met at the dining hall because I was still on campus. I didn't have a car at the time. I was a freshman in college, and I lived in the dorms. But I go up onto the dining hall, and I'm sitting there, and the person I'm waiting for, it was a pretty chick, basic, kind of average chick, something nice to have a conversation with, because I was new, and go there, and I'm sitting, and I'm like, hey, I'm in a red hoodie, sitting at by the window, and 10 minutes go by, and this person comes to sits in front of me, and we're in a booth. I'm sitting in this booth by myself, and this person sits with me, and I go, hi, how you doing? And they start having this full-out conversation with me, and I'm like, I'm focused on my phone, just passively listening, and they're like, you're Mike, right? And I'm like, yeah, and I didn't say my name, and they're like, oh, I'm redact person's name here. I'm not gonna say their name. It was like a gender-neutral name, where a person can be named Taylor, a person can be named, like, Hunter or something like that. I don't know. But,
Hunter?
Yeah, there's a girl I know named Hunter. So I was like, and they showed me the app when it was open, and they're like, yeah, we were talking. I was like, that is not you, because you are a 300-pound man with that's going bald. I was like, you are not a cute, petite little girl, cute petite girl that belongs on the college campus.
What?
It was. I was furious, and long story short, he ended up stalking me for a few years. It's not even a joke. Like, I wish I was joking. That's a story for another time. We'll bring that up for another segment of Jake's Tinder time. But catfishing's serious, and who. Like, if your best case scenario, people, if you were getting catfish, a good catfish, you know what I mean? If you know what I'm talking about, if you were to be catfished just by, some, undercover person, just because, they don't want to get, everyone swiping left on them, they want them to like them for their personality, kind of thing, who would be, your, dream catfish person to get catfished by, in a good way?
I mean...
I know who mine would be. He put me on the spot. Okay, I started earlier. I was like, I think honestly, I have an affinity for Jennifer Lawrence. I think she's beautiful. Or Emma Stone.
Ooh, babe.
She's smooth. She's
right.
a babe. But,
I mean, present day.
Present day.
Probably have to go with Captain Marvel.
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson.
She would eat your ass up, boy. Not in a good way. She'd beat your ass,
babe. I don't even care.
She doesn't.
Old school.
We respect women.
I'm gonna have to go. I do respect women.
We respect women.
Old school. I'm gonna go with Halle Berry. I mean,
Halle Berry
is just.
Wait, like Halle Berry.
Catwoman Halle Berry.
Catwoman Halle Berry. Dude, that movie's terrible, dude.
The movie's terrible,
you see,
but she is fine.
Dude. Oh, speaking of Catwoman, she's a Batman character. Ooh. And today, September 21st, is National Batman Day.
Oh. Our Batman.
Who's your favorite Batman?
Oh, God, I mean, my all-time.
See, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for my favorite Batman.
Val freaking Kilmer, dog.
No, really?
I can't really get. I love me some Val Kilmer. Not the best Batman ever, but I love me Val.
Preferred.
Best Batman ever, hands down.
Probably Christian Bale.
Oh.
Didn't this movie won an Oscar, didn't it?
Michael Keaton. Pennsylvania, born and raised Michael Keaton, baby.
Grew up in Coraopolis.
Oh, man. He is Batman.
He's Batman. All right, so
if you say George Clooney, I'm walking out.
I remember watching that movie as a kid and loving it because I loved Bane.
You say George Clooney is
my favorite Batman. Just because, okay, I'm gonna pre-reference it to. I've read basically almost every comic book of Batman. He's my favorite. I'm a Marvel MCU diehard fan. Like, they have the best movies, but DC is really undersold because they have better stories. Like Darkest Day, the Green Lantern Corps stuff. Darkest Day, I think, is what is it? Brightest Day and Darkest Night kind of stuff. Those comic books, it's like the spectrum of colors for stuff. A story for another time again, but they have some good stories. The Batman Hush, oh, so good. But the way they perceived it, my favorite comic book of all time is The Dark Knight Returns. It's written by I think it's Frank Miller, the same guy that wrote the 300 everything. Basically, Zack Snyder's like co-writer and everything. Yeah. So, but it's a more gritty Batman, but it's accurate for his character. He's older. I think he's like 60 something in the comic book, but Batman v Superman is loosely based off that. And Ben Affleck, whether you like it or not, is the best Batman. He's comic book accurate. The Batman has short stubs on his cowl, and he's pumped. And he took it, dude. When he and like it was like Arkham Asylum, and he put that dude through the floor and through the thing, dude. Tell me you didn't like. That's really good action right there. Right. See, Zack Snyder knows how to direct an action scene.
So I will agree that Ben Affleck is a good Batman.
Who's the worst Batman?
Oh, George Clooney, hands down. Yeah. Worst thing he ever did.
They put nipples on the bat suit, dude.
Nipples.
Fuck nipples.
Nipples.
But no, like
not even the good ones.
I'm down for a good nipple.
Right. But they weren't good.
They were not good. They were like painted on.
But yeah, I mean, so
I don't know. I just thought, but his portrayal of Bruce Wayne was not very good. I think Michael Keaton and Christian Bale were very good.
They were a lot better.
But I think
Christian Bale was actually pretty decent. I don't mind him.
I like a bulkier Batman. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Batman to me.
And they used a lot of his. He used a lot of his toolkit, and he was even in Justice League, even though it was garbage, he was great in the movie. He used his tools and whatnot. I'm as much as I hate to say it, I did like Batman v Superman. I seen it in theaters. I was all about it.
Right.
I got the director's cut.
I did like it.
But no,
And I honestly thought that what's his face as Lex Luthor was. I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was good.
I think he should have been the Riddler. That's my Bryan Cranston should have been.
You know what? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
But and speaking of Bryan Cranston, I mean, we're on a segment. I go on a tangent.
You're good.
Bryan Cranston coming back for the Breaking Bad movie El Camino. That's going to be on Netflix.
There's a Breaking Bad movie.
Yeah, it's coming out in October.
Speaking of Breaking Bad, what if you watched it backwards? Started with the last episode, went to the first episode. It changes the dynamic of the story completely. You're just watching a movie about a drug pen.
A kingpin.
A kingpin of drugs.
Yeah,
drug dealer. Selling all these drugs that has cancer. And then magically, he beats cancer through fighting it and then becomes this science teacher out of goodwill and changes his life. And
You know how that show ends in the first episode? They're in Canada.
Oh,
Universal Healthcare.
I watched one episode of Breaking Bad, and it was the finale.
I watched an episode.
It wasn't by choice. I was just sort of
spoilers. I watched it by force because I was hanging out with your brother and a couple of other of our friends, and it was real big at the time. I think it was in still like season 3 at the time, and I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is actually really good. Yeah. And because I didn't want to get into it. I had just finished 2 series on Netflix, and I didn't want to like get my heart broken again. Because I think at the time it was still being talked about like canceling it, even though it was like really good.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm not gonna fall in love with the show, and I was the viewer waiting by my TV, 20 minutes before it came on. Like no one talked during the show. I recorded it, just in case I missed it, so I could rewind it. I'm the same way with Better Call Saul. Yeah. It's really good, but I'm excited for the movie. It's gonna be if you've seen the finale. Again, spoilers. There's gonna be spoilers before. I'm gonna put a light on before spoilers. It takes place. We follow Jesse, I guess, after he escapes from the clutches of the white supremacist group, and after Walt dies. I don't think it's like Bryan Cranston's supposed to be in it, as far as I'm concerned, but I don't think he's gonna be alive. I think
it'll be flashbacks or something.
I think it'll be a flashback, but
or like in his mind, hallucinations or something.
Or I think it's gonna be a funeral, and it's gonna something like that. Right. I've been rewatching Malcolm in the Middle too, and if you watch any of the Malcolm in the Middle, the guy is a phenom. I mean, like it's funny watching the dude from Malcolm in the Middle that like roller skating to Funky Town and We Are the Champions beat someone to death. Oh, Or like Giancarlo Esposito, the guy that plays Gus Fring. Mm-hmm. He does a bunch of voiceover work, and I'm like, or he's like in a few movies, and I'm like, oh, that's Gus Fring. And the first episode my dad watched was the box cutter episode, and that's where he just like it's quiet. He's quiet, the entire time. Like it's Walt and Jesse screwed up, and just like one of his henchmen like got him, basically almost got them caught. Takes the box cutter, just goes rip right across the guy's face, and just holds his guys like freaking out. And like he's just expressionless the entire time. And he says, "Get back to work. Look at me, Hector." Look at me, Hector. And what's funny is that dude was in guy that played Hector. He's in a bunch of older movies too. I think one of them is actually Scarface. Yeah, Hector Salamanca. I forget his name, but there's like you look at the caliber of actors in there. It's like their resumes are huge. Mm-hmm. I think Anna Gunn, she played in a bunch of other shows. I know Bryan Cranston's first acting role too, because I was like, oh, I'll figure, watch stuff in the background about it. He was in I think it was like a hemorrhoid cream commercial. I forget what he did before that. Like it's just like it's your roots, you know what I mean? Getting back to where you come from. But I guess going back to like roots and stuff like that. A lot of people since like where my comedy kind of stems from with it, my boys have like come up to me because a lot of my friends watch this stuff and they like the stuff we talk about, and we talked about recently like, hey, you've yet to talk about your college days on here, and oof. I was like,
oof, that's a whole episode.
It's a different episode altogether, but I promised one of them I would talk about it, and we designed this new segment for me.
New segment, Mike's new segment.
Yeah, we finally found my segment.
We're gonna get right into it.
We're gonna jump into it, and it's new. We're gonna call it Bromance. Welcome to Bromance, dude. So like, starting off, I wasn't a frat. Like, hell yeah, dude. So we were going to this party. And my chick, we were beefing at the time. We were in the kitchen, hamburger helper style, whipping it up, arguing, dude, straight beef. And like, I wanted to go, and she's like, no, you're not going. And I told her straight up, dude, I'm a man. I can do whatever I want. So I go to bust out of her crib, right? And I go to grab this jug of liquor. And like, dude, it had been there for like 3 months, and it was not refrigerated. So we go to this party, like Alpha Sigma Boner or whatever. And like, I meet up with my boys, and my boy was a new brother, showing him a good time. And we go to this party, and we're chilling, drinking. I think the Pens game was on, boys, and they got that sick clutch goal against the friggin' Caps, boy. Hell yeah. So we're watching the game, and we're drinking this jug, I pass it around, And, like, it's strong, it's nasty. I'm pretty sure, dude, it was, like, funky. I think there was, like, mold in it. Made it a little bit better story. So, like, the party gets crashed, bro, because, like, boys are tripping. And we decide to leave. My boy's with this chick. And he can't even stand on his own 2 feet. Baby deer legs, man. You know what I'm talking about? So, I'm picking my boy up. I have my arm around him. We're doing the dance around the street. Right, bro? So, we're walking down the street and he just collapses. Straight up just collapses in my arms. And it hits the ground hard. Like, chest to asphalt kind of stuff. And that jug, man, when you're drinking it, bro, when you're drinking this jug, it does things to you. It changes a man. It claims victims, and it claimed me that night. He hit the ground so hard, I tried to catch him. Yo, your boy foamed in his shorts. He shit his pants. So I immediately clenched my butt cheeks as hard as I could, and we still have 3 blocks to go to the house, bro. And we have to go uphill, and I'm clenching my butt cheeks super hard. And his chick comes up next to me and is like trying to hold my hand as I'm trying to hold my butt cheeks together, so nothing else leaks out, because I'm struggling, bro. And she's talking about how much she likes him, and I was like, man, I just got some shit in my shorts, but I really don't care what's going on with you right now. And then, like, we get home, and I was like, oh man, we're in trouble, bro. Don't drink the jug. The jug claims lives. Stay away from the jug. That's the segment of Mike's Bromance, dude. Cut that, please. Wow, what a great segment. It was terrible. It was so bad. I try to, like, emulate, I tried to emulate, like, the banana bread, dude.
Got some banana bread at work today, dude?
But, like,
hell yeah.
good things are gonna happen to you, like getting banana bread at work, dude. Hell yeah.
No words.
There's a few more like that.
I thought ever drink out of a jug you hand me now.
Oh, dude, it was so bad. Like, the jug. I wish I knew how to explain it. Ooh, hey, here you go, guys. It's just warm in here, man. I'm sweating,
Bullets.
bad.
Bullets.
The girl I was seeing at the time, it was like her family drink or whatever for her group, and it was like supposed to taste like a strawberry starburst, and it had been there for like legitimately like 3 months, not refrigerated, and it was like warm when I got there, and she was mad when I took it, and I drank the entire thing.
You saved her life.
I took it to the party. I think it was like a German style like Oktoberfest party. Yeah. So everyone's like in lederhosen and suspenders and like high shin socks and whatnot. It's like we're all dressed up in like lederhosen or whatever, and we're drinking this jug. It's like neon pink. I wish I was kidding. It was neon pink, and I'm drinking with 2 of my very close friends, my 2 very close friends, and they're like, "What is this? Why is it good, but at the same time the worst thing I've ever like drank?" And I'm passing around to people, and they're just like, "Oh, this is garbage." And like it was like a gallon, and it was really strong. And I think at one point the beer pong table was cleared off because some dude was doing snow angels on the beer pong table. It was a ping pong table.
What?
There's like snow angels and like stale beer and like vomit.
That's hilarious.
It was great. Yeah, it was real good. He's a good kid. He actually works for the government now. I'm not gonna out him, but no. So we just walked home, and the rest is history. A lot of my friends asked to talk about some frat stories. I want to throw some more in there, but that one was really hastily put together. I think it's a little bit. Yeah, it was my first segment, first one,
but not too bad.
I tried to do like a character, and it was just embarrassing.
We'll get better.
But yeah, no, like it's exciting. We finally got a segment from me. And hopefully it comes out to a bigger thing. A little bit better production.
Right.
It's just so hot here, dude. I'm losing my train of thought.
But speaking of new segments, we do have a new one coming out soon.
Oh, a whole new sub video.
Yeah,
right?
a whole new sub video. We're gonna be doing it on a different day of the week, probably like.
I think it's gonna be shorter too.
Wednesdays,
It's gonna be like
Tuesdays, Thursdays, one of the 3 days.
Yeah, we'll drop it whenever I can edit it.
But yeah, it's Hockey Talk with Jake and Kelvin, and sometimes Mike.
No, there's a running title. It's just be Hockey
We'll probably
Talk.
just call it Hockey Talk.
Yeah, no, we'll say featuring.
But yeah, we're gonna bring on a new co-host, Kelvin, my brother, close friend.
Oh, hey, let's get this other shot.
And so we're gonna bring him on, and we're gonna talk about hockey and everything.
Yeah.
And
talk about sports in general sometimes.
Sports in general, mostly hockey though,
Yeah.
because that's our favorite sport. Yeah. And go from there. Give you predictions, different news, different.
That'd be nice round
theories. It's really fun listening to me and Calvin talk about hockey because we argue a lot.
That's
not even arguing.
And then they talk.
Not even arguing. We just mostly disagree on everything.
They're opinionated on the stuff they like.
You know, he didn't think Tampa Bay was going to be knocked out in the first series. I thought Tampa Bay was out in the first series for sure. I said they'd be swept by Columbus. Boom, got swept by Columbus. But we'll get into that during hockey talk. But yeah, the Penguins played today. They lost 3-1 against Columbus.
But didn't Columbus used like their first line against new guys? Screw them, right?
I don't know if they did. I don't know who played. But yeah, I mean, looking forward to hockey season. Already bought tickets for October 8th and October 16th. So
that's cool.
Really looking forward to that. Penguins doing a nice promotion for the month of October during a couple of the home games. They're having $5 beer nights. October 8th is Labatt Blue. Labatt Blue. Really looking forward to that $5 beer, the Labatt Blues. And then I think the 16th is Coors Light. So less looking forward to that.
We all like our
Coors. Still going to drink a $5 beer for that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the Penguin season and everything like that.
Yeah,
but,
we're looking forward to the new videos.
We'll
they're gonna be shorter significantly compared to this.
Yeah, definitely shorter, but
it's exciting. We're trying to broadening our horizons with video content. We want to pump out some more stuff. I mean, I think there might just be like a few videos we just put out there that I've kind of already put out there. Right, I just edit them a little bit more. My anime videos. But I guess we're ready to close this podcast, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think we've run its course.
All right, we definitely just want to give a shout out real quick to all our listeners. And,
thank you guys again.
All the people that subbed and follow us and give us their likes and everything. Again, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that stuff.
We're still setting up all that stuff. If you want to follow me specifically on Twitter, I think my handle is all lowercase Tucci, Tucci, 003 or something like that. And you can see some of the.
All right, we'll put that in the comments underneath. We'll tag it.
Absolutely.
But yeah, just give us some support and give us your comments, feedback.
Yeah, we like to hear it.
We love listening to what the people think of our show and everything.
Yeah, it's real fun. If you have anything you want us to talk about, drop it.
Hit us up. Like I said, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff.
YouTube too. We got the comments.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Or you can DM us in Twitter as well.
You can find me at Denny's Hammond Eaton Park. Let us know, man.
Yeah, just throw my shit out there. Mike, cut that.
No.
Yeah, I'm cutting that. Thanks for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe. And this was the Off the Wall Podcast. Dude, let's all run out of here. Sorry. That hurt. We're good. Keep that in.